Hi, and welcome back to Corner Cupboard. Today I'm going to show you about carding. Carding wool is basically to line your fibers up to make it easier to spin. Now, I've watched a lot of videos and read a lot of articles. A lot of people insist on carding every wool. Some don't card at all. I'm going to tell you, card what needs to be carded and let the rest go. I have two samples of wool sitting here. This wide side, this is Lincoln Yearling colored, and this is really, really easy to spin without having to card, even though it looks like a big jumbled mess. And the reason being is right here, this is part of the wool. If you pull this apart like this, and you open this up, you can see the fibers of the wool are, see how beautiful little crimp in here? You can see where they are lined up already. So when you go to spin this, you can see how easily those fibers are stretching and pulling, and when you put that to the wheel, it does make it a nice, easy spin. So if I had to make the decision, I would not card this, because it's already in line. The fibers are there. They're lined up in a nice little row. Perfect for spinning, and I'm going to leave it that way. This is the Leicester wool that we washed in the first video. This is what was so dirty in that sink. Look at it now in sunlight. Look at all the color and the variations in this wool. Now here again is the question, do I card this or not? Well, now that it's dry and I'm pulling on it, for me personally, I will not card this wool, because it has, this stuff is so soft, but it has a natural pull. See? The fibers of the wool are already lined up for spinning. That easy. So would I card this? No. And you can see, of course, there's a little piece of, you're still going to have vegetable matter in this after if you've washed it. You can pick that out as you're spinning. But see, even as you stretch this out, that's a great separation. And it will make it super easy to put to the wheel and make a beautiful black and brown yarn. This is beautiful wool, and it's so soft. I'm just totally amazed at how soft this wool is right out of the sink. It's very pretty. But in any case, I am going to take a small piece of it and show you carding. Like I said, carding is there to separate your fibers and line them up. Now, some cultures card everything. Some don't card at all. Now, you can invest in actual carders that are made out of wood. You can do that if you like. I didn't. I went to my local Walmart, and I went to the pet section, and I bought doggy slicker brushes. Two of them. Actually, I own 4 slicker brushes. These are the large ones. I think I paid about $3 for these. Good old, and see, and the handle is rubber, so it makes it nice and easy to hold. The idea is this. You need these wire hooks. You need this wire brush. Here you can see the angle. You know, they come up and then they angle backwards. So you can see that. My dog loves it, I'll tell you that. But what you're going to do is you're going to just put your wool on your slicker brush. And your other one, you want the angle of those wire brushes to go the opposite direction. And you're going to pull this through the fibers, and you're forcing those fibers to line up. You're forcing them to straighten out. And especially if you have a clumpy wool, the Suffolk wool that we got, I did card it because it was so dense and hard that I ended up having to card it. You can do the same method as you do on wooden. and you can then lift this off. And so what happens is you have super easy to pull. See, that's what carding does. It lines up your fibers, takes out any knots. Carding will also take out most of your vegetable matter if it's real dense. But carding will do that. Like I said, you don't have to invest, $60, $80 in wood brushes. These work just the same, identical. And I like these better because they have that cushion rubber padding in the back. So it has some give and some leeway. And after a while, if you have worked your little slicker brushes to death and you have teeth missing, it's an easy replacement. You don't have to buy the big, huge replacement pads, which can run you some money. So that's my suggestion on carder brushes, is go get some slicker brushes from the dog area. But that's what carding does. It makes this real super fine and soft and easy to spin. So there you have it. To spin or not, or to card or not to card, totally your choice. I would test your wool, see if it pulls apart. If not, card it. If it does, spin it straight from there. Okay, thanks for watching, and there you go. How to card wool.